Lovely. Welcome to another yoga. And this one is the current Saturday morning class. I'm going to make it a little bit shorter so you don't have to have endless amount of time to actually practice and see if we can get everything in anyway. Some challenging bits, I give you options so that you can have a practice with this one. Lie back in Shavasana, corpse pose. You're lying on your back. Your legs are outstretched and the feet are flopping apart from each other. Arms by the side with the palms up. Find some length through the back of the neck. Relaxing the shoulders towards the floor. Take a moment to watch your breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Letting the body soften. Allowing your body to arrive on your mat. Allowing the mind to become more quiet. Leaving all the things that normally keep you busy behind you for the duration of the practice. So you, as John said so nicely, you screw up a ball with all the stuff that is floating around in your head, you throw it, and you let it go, and just concentrate on what you're doing right now. You're doing yoga. Beautiful. Watching the movement of the breath, noticing the rhythm, the timing of the breath. Observing the temperature of the air as you inhale and exhale. And take a moment to tune in with your physical sensations. Notice how your body's feeling right now in this moment. It's a really important step in your preparation for your practice to know how your body's feeling, which areas are feeling maybe grumbly, which areas feeling happy and relaxed. You can adjust how you handle yourself in your practice better when you know where you're coming from. See if you can also have a check-in with your current mood. How are you feeling right now? Allowing whatever feeling is there to be there. There's nothing that needs to be changed. You're not criticizing or analyzing, just building up a picture of your physical and emotional well-being in this moment. You know that probably by the end of the practice you'll feel slightly different inside and out. Let's set the intention to carefully listen to the body, to honor the body, work with the body, not trying to force your body into a shape. So if you take an option, it's not that you're a lesser yogi. It means you are the better yogi because you are doing what is right for you in that moment. The only thing you need to prove to me, though I can't see you right now, is that you can look after yourself. There's nothing that you need to prove otherwise. So be kind to yourself in your practice. Superb. So from your Shavasana, on the next inhale, take the legs together, reach and lengthen. Exhale, take, Right knee to your chest, point and flex. Big movement. Knee slightly towards the armpit, towards the shoulder rather than straight to the chest. Keeping the back light against the floor. Now see if you can take that knee across the midline with the opposite hand, gently releasing the outside of your bum in preparation for later. So we're quite hip focused today. We're going to see if we can release that before we go. Find the right angle so you get that stretch release around the bottom end edge of your bum. Knee towards the armpit, lower leg sticks up in the air, getting hold of the arch of the foot. You can hook your index finger around the big toe, or you can take your hand around the lower leg. You're trying to find a half happy baby stand, the second leg up. If the tension is too great, you're trying to draw down with the arm, knee towards the floor so the thigh becomes more level. Lower leg is trying to be vertical. Sole of the foot is trying to be along the sky. If you want to, you can send the other leg long so you actually feel that makes a different type of pressure in around the back of the leg. And then we're going to bend and float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, other knee to chest, starting with the knee hugged in into Ardha Uttanasana, half wind relieving pose. Pointing and flexing, taking the ankle through a big range. And then hold with the opposite hand, gently draw across the midline, releasing the outside of your bum. Find that right angle. Sometimes also nice to just gently move the knee through a small kind of range, forward and back, to find that beautiful release. Now knee to the armpit, lower leg straight in the air, holding on the foot, toe, or around the lower leg. If you can't reach, you can always use a strap to wrap around the ball of the foot to draw down as well, if you have one handy. Noticing what happens. Take your option with the other leg. Ardha Ananda half happy baby pose. And we bend and float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, both knees to chest. Gently rock from side to side. Uttanasana, wind relieving pose. Circle the knees away from each other by holding on the top of the knee. Taking a big frog swimming. And then you can go the other way around. Just mobilizing through the hip. Warming the hip joint through movement. It's guided. So it's not all about the muscles right now. You're also helping with the hands. And then we're going to take the feet down. Slide long. Inhale, reach. Exhale, right leg floats up. Hug behind the thigh. Circle the toes. And then go the other way around. Push the heel up to the sky. You know this. You know how to get the best out of this movement. Rather than just doing it, make it work for you. And then bend and float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, other side. Hugging behind the thigh or around the thigh. Circling. Get the best out of this. Preparing your foundation. Other way around. Superb. And bend and float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, both knees to chest. And then we're going to stand the feet up on the floor, resting knees, ankles, and thighs together. Take your arms wide as you can, providing you've got a bit of space. And then we inhale, center. Exhale, rolling into your spinal twist. Inhale. Jatra Parivrtta, the spinal twist. So you start small. You don't need to lay your thigh on the floor. If you just go in side to side, gently rocking from one butt cheek to the other, that's totally okay. Letting your body tell you where it wants to be in space. Keeping both shoulder blades grounded. You're not peeling any shoulder blades off the ground as you're going in the opposite direction. And then you can come back to the center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knees to chest gently. Rock from side to side. Roll yourself over to the right. prop yourself up to sitting. Lovely. And I think we were sitting in cow face pose on Saturday, weren't we? So if you want to do cow face pose, you can. Otherwise, sit kneeling or cross-legged, whatever works for you. Cow face is quite intense around the hips. So I'll take right leg around the side, left leg over the top, trying to bring the feet round to the side of the hips. It might not go very far. And you know what? It doesn't matter. You are working on your cow face pose. You're not performing a cow face pose. Super. Sitting nice and upright. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Notice one side feels lovely and easy, and the other side feels a little bit interesting. Good stuff. Let's rotate. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Releasing around the spine into rotation. Again, you've got one side that feels really lovely, and then the other side maybe not so much. Inhale in the center. Exhale, forward towards the knees. Resting here, so your pressure around the hips, the stretches are increasing. Take another breath here. And then gently take yourself back. Place your hands behind you, heel of the hand down, open the chest, gazing up. Superb. Let's use the hands to, undo the legs and swap them around. So left leg round the other side to the bottom. Sit yourself comfortably around, nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, releasing. Breathing deeply. Maybe turn your head. Let the weight of the body be light on the hand that goes on the floor, so you're not leaning on that shoulder. Superb. Beautiful. And rotate. Inhale, exhale, exhale. Breathe. In the middle. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Keep your sit bones down. Notice what happens when you gently nod your head. Where are you stretching? Give permission for the tension to disappear. Inhale, walk back, hands behind you, fingertips to the back, open the chest, press up, gazing forward and up. And then inhale, lower the chin, getting hold of the top leg, unwind the legs. Have a wriggle in the middle. Let's have a quick look at a preparation for our standing pose. So if you take one foot, try not to flip the foot to the side, so keep the foot square. I'm just going to point this one so you can see. I don't want the foot laying on the thigh with the sole of the foot up. The sole of the foot should be showing to the side. Go away from the knee, more towards you. And this knee is going to be up somewhere where it naturally goes. Flex the other toe to the nose, sit tall. You can still sit on something if that helps you. Inhale, and then without letting the foot flip, pushing gently down. Inhale up, gently down. Let's do a few more. Superb. Superb. Last two. And then release. Swapping sides. Again, keep your foot flexed. Sole of the foot is showing to the side, not to the sky. So pulling the toe to the knee. Inhale here. Exhale down. Other foot pull to the nose. Inhale. Exhale. So you're definitely not on your knee on the long leg. You're on your thigh. So you're not trying to break your hip off. You're trying to gently guide the knee down, just feeling. Is there something that's stopping you moving? Does it feel like bone on bone, or is it more like the tissue just doesn't seem to move? You can feel when it's bone on bone. It feels like hard knocking together, and it feels like there's no chance that's going to move any further. So if you develop a sensitivity for noticing when it's your bones holding you back rather than your tissues, you're going to find your yoga practice much more easy. Lovely. And then let's release. Have a wriggle in the middle. Beautiful. Let's swivel around, getting onto all fours. And we're going to just have a few cat cows and then get ourselves ready for standing. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips, hip width, shoulder width, the length of your body. Gaze in front. Exhale, roll up the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, lower, arch the back, look forward. Exhale, start from the back, keep gazing forward, and then only when you can't help it anymore, the head moves in. Working with your breath. Remember, when you work with your breath, everything is easier. There is a kind of function to the breath. Breathing in switches on the muscles at the back of the body. Breathing out makes your body flex and soften. Breathing in can stiffen the body if you need it to make yourself stiff. For stability, for example. Beautiful. So hopefully you've done enough cat-cows to feel a bit more supple in your spinal movement. Take your knees wide, take your toes together, reaching forward, lowering the chest, ears between the upper arms. Extend the child's pose, Bharadvaja. Inhale, long count. Exhale, small downward dog. Remember, belly and thighs are touching, legs are bent. Inhale, really let the side of the arm open up here, the armpit. Exhale, press back. Keep going. Inhale. So you can do as many as you like. Do a couple more times. And then holding your biggest downward dog. Draw the belly button towards the spine. Inhale, walk your hands towards your feet. Resting here for a moment. And then reach the hands behind you. Inhale, press the floor away, reaching up. Exhale, hands to heart. Superb. How are you doing? Nice. Hopefully you're feeling fairly ready now. If you still feel like you need to do more warming of the body, pause the video, maybe open another window and maybe do one of the vinyasas or just do your sun salutation by heart. I'm going to skip the sun salutation today. Want to focus more on the poses and keep your practice a little bit shorter. Lovely. We're starting with a standing balance. So you may want to find a wall to be close to so you can have that extra support. Please take the tree option. So you know the tree is something like this or here, anywhere along the inside of the leg with the knee pointing more towards the side. If the half standing lotus doesn't work for your hip, okay, so take the tree pose, totally adequate. Find your balance, maybe on this left leg. Inhale the right knee up. Get hold of the foot. Put the thumb into the ball of the foot. Rest the knee down. Here you can make a shin mudra. So if you want to keep your arm just there, you can, or you can reach it up, make it nice and long. Focusing on one point. Pressing the floor away. Standing knees are just a fraction bent. And then gently release. Have a little wriggle and float down. Superb. Ardha Padmasana. There we go. Weight on the right. Inhale, focus on that one point so you don't lose your balance. The focal point is everything. Ekagrata, one-pointed focus. Let the knee rest down. Option, take your tree. Focusing. Superb. Standing strong from the center. In stillness, I touch my inner strength. In stillness, I touch my inner strength. Gently release, floating down, having a wriggle. It's quite intense, isn't it? Beautiful. Let's have one more go. Inhale, exhale, fold, find the balance, reaching, lengthening, standing knee a little bit bent. Let this knee rest downward, opening through here. Gently contract the belly button just enough so your spine is stabilized. Remember, you can still take the tree, don't have to torture yourself. There you are. Superb. Different bone structures allow different poses more easily. So, if this one is not working for your bone structure, don't beat yourself up. It doesn't matter. It's not like you can buy something from being able to do the pose. So, just keep chipping away at it, working your way towards the poses that you would like to be able to do more pretty, maybe, or whatever you want to call it. But it doesn't matter. It's about what happens as you practice. Gently release, floating down. Have a wriggle. Superb. Lovely. So the next one is our wide-legged forward fold. We have a variation today. So to see if you can do the variation. If not, just have a centered wide-legged forward fold. Toes straight forward to the long edge. Find the pointy bones of your hips. Inhale, exhale, fold forward, resting forward. Now bend your right leg. Push the knee towards the third toe, press into the outside edge. Take your hands around and then change weight into the other leg. Look, one leg is bent, one is straight. I'm going around. I'm drawing a figure of 8, one leg straight. The one that you're coming away from, the one that you are over is bent. Turn the torso, gently pressing into the mat. A bit like skating with your head down. Superb. One more time. And then we're going to the right leg. Rest your hand on somewhere lower leg. Doesn't have to be far down. The other one, wrap it around the back. Take the shoulder round so your torso is turning towards the side. Try to keep both legs evenly long, so not one is like bent now. We're going to have both of them straight. Rotation through the whole of the spine, reaching the crown of the head forward. Deep breath. Parivrtta, Prasarita, Padottanasana, a revolved, wide-legged forward fold. Superb. And then gently release. Have another figure of 8, skatey, flowing movement, going around, kind of looking behind you a little bit. Last one to the other side. And then lengthening towards your left leg, resting your hand. It doesn't have to be the same place. The one over the top. Lengthening the crown of the head. Pressing feet firmly down. Rotating the shoulder back. Both legs are straight. Lengthening the crown of the head forward. I let go of limitations. I let go of limitations. Gently find your way to the middle, unwinding. Just let yourself hang here for a moment. Make sure you're taking your pelvis with you as you're folding. The knees can be bent. You don't have to have straight legs. Beautiful. Now, as you come up, squeeze your bum, press the floor away, folding up. And then we're going to step together. Have a wriggle. Lovely. Next one is our dynamic high lunge. So it's about hip opening, a little bit of leg strengthening. See if we can start at the top of the mat, reaching one leg back. 2 lines, definitely 2 lines. If you're on one line, you're going to have a really hard time. Find your hip bone. The headlight needs to go straight forward, so just stack the pelvis. Send your tailbone slightly down and forward. That gives you that lovely pre-stretch here. The heel is up at the back. The knee is kind of definitely not super bent and towards straight without tilting the pelvis forward. Good stuff. So here we go. Inhale, arms up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, keep the knee over the ankle, lower the back knee down. Inhale. Exhale. Press through the front heel. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the knee towards the third toe. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 4 more. Inhaling. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. And then stepping in and release. So most important bit on the front leg, the knee doesn't go forward. It is as if you're trying to kneel towards the ground. So if you were going to be here and I said, can you kneel towards the ground? Yeah, that's what you're essentially doing, although we're not going down. Okay, so let's do the other leg and see how that feels. Reaching the other leg back, 2 lines, stack the pelvis back up, get that stretch through the front of the hip, knee over the ankle. Inhale, reaching the arms up, nice and long. Exhale, lower. Press through the front heel. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then step and release. Did you feel your legs? It's beautiful for your bum training. Lovely. Let's reach for the sky. Exhale, fold from the hips. Take yourself down to the ground. Superb. Let's have a cobra just to get our spine worked into an extension. So you're on our bellies and take your option if you want to think, hands top of the shoulder and elbows snuggled in, or cobra, hands by the sticky parts of your armpits, hands a little bit wider, elbows stay in towards the ribs, pointing backwards. Inhale, press up through the hands, squeeze your bum. Exhale down. So you're going slowly, keeping the chin and chest same distance, like you're not sticking your chin up or looking forward and up, cranking your neck. It's not about that, is it? It's about the back, extending through the whole of the back. Rolling the shoulders back, trying to get extension into the upper back. Exhale. You can do as many as you like. If you feel any tension or discomfort, find a smaller range. You don't need to come up high. Squeezing your bum helps. Using even amount of work through the back of the arm, the tricep, as well as along the spine. Beautiful. And then press back. Take a child's pose, resting for a moment. Inhale, prop yourself up through your hands. Coming to sitting. We've got a little bit of a rotational movement. So taking left leg round the side. So the foot is relaxed and pointing back. The heel is fairly close by the buttocks. Then taking the other leg in so that the sole of the foot's touching the inner thigh. This one is your front leg. Grow tall and then rotate towards the front leg, resting your hand on the outside of that leg, the thigh, holding yourself round. Other hand behind you, you can use your knuckles to press into the floor. It's probably quite far away, so usually quite good to have a book to push your hand into. I like to use my knuckles on the block, so my wrist is stacked up, and that way I can come round nicely, working on turning the head, the chest. Everything is turning evenly. And then gently release. Trying the other side. So, right leg around the side, left leg to the inner thigh with your foot, sitting upright towards the front leg with the opposite arm, knuckles on a block on the floor. You don't want to be leaning back, yeah? So you must be very close with your hand by your bum, pretty much touching. The upper arm is touching the rib cage. Drawing yourself round. Superb. And then gently unwind, coming back to the center. We're going to have had a Lord of the Fishes. Give you a couple of options. So here it goes. Either you keep your left leg long and take your right leg either on the inside of the foot. That's a Mararichi's pose. If you step it on the other side, it's a bit more towards the half Lord of the Fishes. And if you want to, you can take this bottom leg and bring it around to the side of your bum. If you feel like you're too much diagonal, you can't sit up straight, take the foot back on the inside where your shins are to find a better position. Super. Take the opposite arm towards, so the left arm's coming around the right leg, hand behind you, knuckles down, press through the floor, grow tall. Pressing that butt cheek of the leg that you're hugging down. The leg is pressing towards you, so you're hugging it in. You're pressing your belly forward, so those two pads are coming together. This is your half Lord of the Fishes. Ardha Matsyendrasana. And then when you've taken a few breaths there, see if you can hold on the outside where the little toe edge is, getting that leg to push away, reaching the arm out so you're balancing. Leg doesn't have to be straight, you're just essentially pushing the foot away, stretching, lengthening the arm. You're feeling probably a stretch here in the back of the leg there, and this one is reaching out for counterbalance. I expand fully into this moment, really expanding. I expand fully into this moment. Uttita Hasta Padangusthasana. Superb. And then you can release at any point. And doing the other side. So take your option, long leg, stepped across, or wrapping the foot around underneath, stepping over the top, or being on the inside. Whatever works for you today. Not always the same, is it? Get the opposite arm, hugging the leg. Have your block close by so you can wedge yourself upward towards the leg, hugging in, stretching here around the edge of the bum, maybe across the back of the shoulder, and just breathing. So it's not just the head that's turning, is it? It's the whole body. Superb. And when you're ready, reaching for the little toe edge, pressing that foot away. Try not to flip the foot. So the same as what we said earlier when we were preparing the hips. not flipping the foot, so the sole of the foot's going straight in line where it would push if you were standing on the floor with that leg. Reaching the other hand back. I expand fully into this moment. Try to grow a little taller. It's easy to lean back when the leg's coming up, so let's just see if we can make ourselves really tall. Enough? Release. Gently releasing. Superb. Nice. Let's finish off with a rabbit pose. If you have issues with feeling unwell when you're upside down, or that you can't cope with the compression of the stomach, then skip this one and just have a downward dog instead. I'm gonna just see if we can get ourselves into this hare pose, a rabbit pose. What you want to do, you want to take the top of the head, not the forehead, the top of the head right on top, down towards the floor. So inhale and then exhale, fold, draw the belly button up and in, roll yourself up, placing the head fairly close by the knees, as close as you feel comfortable, reaching towards your feet. If you need a bit of support, put the hands by the side of the knees, slightly in front of them, to press through the hands as well as through the knees, so your head's not being super compressed and the neck's neither. So you're trying to draw yourself up and over, or you can have your hands by your feet, resting towards the ankles and heels, rounding the back. Beautiful. Release your hands, take them to the floor, press through the hands, gently open yourself up, come up to your knees. Let's have a gentle back bend, just going the other way, opening the chest, just a small camel. Squeeze your bum, making sure you're happy there. And then have a little sit down. Good stuff. How you doing? Ready for a bit of relaxation? Lie back in Shavasana and I'll take you through the final relaxation. Lovely. So make yourself comfortable on your back and stretch your legs long or have them standing up, resting the knees together, arms by the side with the palms up. Just making sure you're not going to feel uncomfortable adjusting any clothing. Let's see if we can have the beach relaxation today. Maybe not everybody has managed to get away for some winter sun. So let's conjure some winter sun up on the inside with our imagination. Closing your eyes, bring yourself to a calm, quiet place in your mind. Just stay here and relax for a few moments, breathing deeply. Notice how amazing the sound of your breath is. Just listen as the air moves in and out, in and out. It's quite a beautiful sound. Now imagine transporting yourself magically to your favorite spot on the beach. It doesn't have to be a spot where you have already been. Maybe it's an imaginary spot. Maybe you've seen a picture somewhere or in a film. Go in somewhere where you actually want to be. Imagining yourself there right now on the beach, your feet feel the lapping of the warm waves against the toes. You dig your toes into the cool, wet sand. The sun shines brightly and gently warms your skin. Feel the rhythm of the calm waves flow over the sand. It relaxes you. Notice how your breathing becomes calm and even. Inhaling and exhaling slowly and calmly. Paying attention now, you slow down your breathing even further and allow your muscles to relax. Feel the warmth of the sun melting your muscles into complete relaxation. Slowly and easily, your body relaxes more and more, releasing tension or frustration, releasing any worries or doubts you may have. Inhaling deeply again, breathing in calm and peacefulness. Your body is now relaxed. Your mind is relaxed too. You can empty your mind of all your worries or thoughts that have been bothering you. Just enjoy this moment that you have now. Right now, only this matters. Just relaxing and enjoying this moment. Breathe in deeply and enjoy the relaxation to flow to any part of the body that needs it. Imagine the beautiful golden warm sun penetrating each and every muscle and cell, making you feel so wonderful and alive. I am sure you can feel the peace that surrounds you now, letting you know that everything is all right. Take in a nice deep breath. Again, bringing your attention back to where you are. Along with it, bringing all the calm and peaceful feelings of relaxation and rest. I know you're feeling energized and peaceful now, ready for a wonderful day. Take a moment to tune in with your physical sensations, just noticing how your body's feeling right now. Is it feeling the same as when you started your practice? You're feeling more rested? And then tuning in with your current mood. Has it changed at all? Maybe just slightly different than when you started your practice today. Beautiful. Gently wriggle your fingers and toes, waking up the body a little at a time. Inhaling, reaching, stretching, and lengthening. Exhaling, both knees to chest, gently rocking from side to side, massaging the small of the back. Rolling to your right. Take a moment and slowly coming to sitting. You don't want to lose your relaxation by rushing to the sitting position. Making yourself comfortable. Beautiful. I hope you enjoyed our little practice together. Sorry for my voice. I know it sounds a little bit strange and husky. Seems to be giving up with all these videos that I've been doing. Maybe I've been talking too much. Please write me a line about your practice today. Tell me how it went for you. What did you like? What didn't you like? Did you have any problems? Any breakthroughs? Something exciting happened? I love hearing from you. Thank you for your wonderful practice. Namaste. I see the light in you. Until next time, thank you for practicing with me.